So another thing that's very different for me is that I'm playing solo, which I haven't really done in like 11 or 12 years, I think. I've done a few festivals, but I haven't done a solo tour in so long, which is fun and strange. So some of these songs I think some of these songs I've never performed really solo, so it should be kind of fun. So on a night when I've been messing up songs I've played for years, consistently, I figured I'd try a song that I haven't played live for about 15 years. It's gonna go great. No, this is actually one of my favorite songs of my own, but I haven't really had a place for it in a lot of set lists over the years. It wasn't really a fan favorite, and it wasn't really a band song. And anyway, it fell by the wayside, and then I totally forgot how to play it, and I never wrote it down, and it took a long time for me to figure out again how to play it, sort of. And so that's what I want to share with you tonight. Thank you. Oh, this is actually my oldest song that is still in rotation. This is from the first record, but I wrote it before it had words as an instrumental song when I was 16. But it didn't have words until I was in my 20s, I guess. Come on. Very sweet. Thank you, everyone. I'll try to do better.
You're doing great.
I didn't hear any of that. I broke a string.
Yeah.
I broke an A. Oh, awesome. Okay. You guys have a harp tech tonight. I can change the harp string. I just want you all to know that. But I'm going to keep things moving instead and play a song. Hi, thank you. Let's see, I'll play. What should I play? Something on the piano. All right. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing?
So good.
This amazing backdrop, my amazing friend Becca Mann painted, and she did it in like 10 days, about 10 days before this tour, when I realized I really wanted something in the background. She's incredible and just painted it all and shipped it here, and tonight's the first time I'm seeing it, and it's so beautiful. So I really, 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 really appreciate it. I gotta come clean. I'm so nervous up here. I forgot the name of the wonderful harpist who tuned my harp for me, and I wanted to thank him, and I couldn't remember his name, and then Jesse? Thank you so much, Jesse. I just figured I should ask. I keep waiting for it to, like, chill out, but I'm just... like my first show ever.
How's your babe doing?
She's good. Thank you so much. You guys have been such a wonderful audience. This is going to be my last song tonight.
Your dress is amazing.
Thank you. This is a Rodarte dress. They made and are making like 7 or 8 dresses, and each of them is kind of connected to each of the records. So 2 of them, and yeah. Anyway. Just because I'm playing from all of the albums on this tour kind of equally. So anyway, that's what that's about. Thank you so much. You rock. You all rock. Thank you so much. It's been very fun. Sure didn't expect to make quite so many mistakes, but I sure appreciate being here for my first show, Philadelphia. Thank you. What'd you say?
We're here for you, flaws and all.
Thank you. Some more. Thank you so much, Jesse, for rescuing my string. Jesse rocks. Thank you so much. That's never happened before. That's really nice. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. So happy finally to be back playing, and happy to be starting this tour in this beautiful city. Do you like on tour or at shows when people just say the city name as often as possible? So that's gonna... Philadelphia! I feel like it's protesting too much. Like it sounds like I'm trying to convince you that I know where I am. Baltimore! Well, here's this one. And there was a booming black airplanes flew over the sea. All I can do but then alluded to a thing that came to pass. But then, oh no, they alluded to a thing that came to pass and spring deranged. I want to tell you what happened back there. Because it was a unique kind of mistake for me. I make them all the time, but that one was funny because, I feel like the most common interview question that people ask me is, how do I remember all my lyrics? And, I don't really know how to answer that. It's easier to remember them when there's rhythm and melody, and it's like, it locks them into your brain more easily. But just then, I had a weird freak out moment of these lyrics are hard to remember. They're very similar to each other in that one spot. And I thought about it for a second on accident, which I never should do in the middle of doing it. And then to make it worse, the little thing, that part, is very hard to just pick up and start over in the middle. I have to start at the beginning because there's a funny little thing that it does. And anyway, a better harpist than I could do that, but that's what happened. I'll be if you'd like, I can just give you a running commentary of every mistake I made today. It burns out with the night. It was a mistake like any other. I didn't realize this was such a harpy set when I put it together. I keep being like, where's the piano song? There's some coming. Something in my eye. Well, I only need one. Thank you. Thank you. That's just what I do all day. Just play that song over and over. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. It's been so much fun to play here tonight. In Philadelphia! This is the last song. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're almost to curfew, but I'm just gonna squeeze one more in.
Joanna, I did a heat.
Well, I think so, but it was so cold in here before, and I think it's that switch, but it's really something. Say that again? They did, yeah. My little 10 and 90s cards.
When's
Superhero sleeves.
the last time you played Only Skin?
Last night. But prior to that, I think it was 10, 11 years ago. Well, no, sorry, that's not true. Prior to the beginning of this tour, I think it was 11 years ago. And it was really very deep. I really pretty much couldn't play it anymore, but
Will you say happy birthday to Abby here?
happy birthday, Abby!
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Where did you play this?
Did I practice singing?
When you weren't playing your harp.
Well, I sang a lot of lullabies. You got. But you know, not really. I pretty much didn't play any of my songs for that whole duration. I could play when my daughter was little enough, because she used to love jumping on one of those jumper things. So I used to play, and she would be in her jolly jumper next to me. And then basically as soon as she started to crawl, she really didn't want to be in one place, and it was a lot harder to convince her that it was a good idea for me to play harp.
Where did you play your first gig in New York?
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Webster Hall.
Was that my first? I think it was like Mercury Lounge. Probably. I think it was at a festival, not like a, what's the one that happens here that's like, that's it, no. I'm liking these questions.
What have you been listening to?
Question. I don't really know Lana Del Rey. But I have nothing negative to say.
What's your favorite word in the English language?
I don't have one at hand.
Who are some of your vocal influences?
Well, I don't know exactly who my vocal influences are, but I know I started singing after I got into a lot of the like Lomax field recordings, because I realized that I think I started singing in my early 20s, and I just realized that it was okay to have a kind of weird voice. Alright, that's oversimplified. I am, but I think because I came originally from classical music, I didn't think that my voice was, I didn't consider it to be like a musical thing. And then I started listening to music more where I really thought that a lot of interesting voices were very musical, very beautiful, and I really liked to sing, so I started singing more.
What do you think about the punk band Joanna Newsom?
To this day, have not heard the music, but I heartily endorse their band. I think they're not fans like at all, but it's a good band.
Do you have any pets?
No, I wish. I live in a part of LA where there are just coyotes everywhere. And a smaller pet would make sense for my lifestyle, but they're so delicious. So I'm gonna wait a little while.
If you had a cat, what would you name it?
It takes me 3 days to write an email. How do you think that? Think about it. I'll tell you next time I tour.
I don't really know where in a set list to put a 17-minute long song. Maybe up front where people are really jazzed. Hearts in tune-ish. There's a little harp joke. The harpers spend half their time tuning their harp and half the time playing out of tune. Anybody want to ask me anything? I'm very lucky. I have a new harp tonight and a new piano, and I'm really having a good time playing both of them.
New album coming?
I mean, you know, it's a continuum. What's my inspiration? That is the question I never know my answer. It's not a bad question, I just don't know how to answer it.
Who's having a
Who's having on me about? All sorts of people, but partly Lola Montez.
I wrote my thesis on you.
You wrote your thesis?
On you, will you read it?
Yes, of course. It's like me and tell me more.
What's your favorite scale?
What's my favorite
Scale.
scale? Like C to C?
What album is the stress?
This is Milk I've Never. There's a real good Milk I've Never dress coming, but I wasn't ready for this tour.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. Rodarte. When I met Larry tonight?
How do you decide which dress to wear?
Oh, well, only 4 of them are ready. Oh, that's wrong. 4 of the 8 are ready for this tour, so I'm just going to be wearing a lot of dresses over and over again. So no real system, just kind of whichever one I wore least recently.
Your shirt looks great.
Thank you. Had to happen.
What's your favorite album?
Favorite album?
That you wrote.
Oh, that. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like most people like their most recent one the best because it's, I guess, the one
But I feel the closest to the one I did most recently.
Play flying a kite.
What'd you say?
Play flying a kite.
I don't know. I don't even remember how to play that song.
After dinner.
Chicken.
Do you listen to how it goes?
I haven't really listened, but not in a, I don't even have a negative way.
Who designed the backdrops?
Oh, Becca Mann, an amazing painter, my lovely friend. Becca Mann made the painting. And I know she was inspired by all sorts of things, but one of the things she looked really closely at was actually this room, all of the murals in this room. You also have the voice of me. Little lightning tune now. What else?
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
Favorite thing about yourself? I don't know. Is that a question most people can answer?
What's your favorite place in New York?
Favorite place in New York?
Or a favorite place?
A favorite place in New York. Well, I just like walking around in the West Village a lot. Parts of the West Village a lot. They're tired.
Listening to now.
Who am I listening to right now? Like musically? Let's see. This week we listened to a lot of John Cale. Yeah.
I want to hear more about that girl's music.
Defend it.
I read about E's compared to TSL Maple Wasteland.
Nice. I cried like 18 times a day.
What was the last thing?
Obviously, my daughter. You know, she's so good.
What song are you most proud of?
I don't know what I'm proud of. There's a few.
Top
I don't know,
three.
maybe Stop Clown Camp. Thank you. Feel good about it. You know, I feel like I did what I wanted to do with it. All right. You guys have been an amazing, wonderful audience. Thank you, thank you. This is my last song. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. This is the last one, really. Got a new string. Hi, everybody. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here tonight on night 4 with y'all. Thank you so much for coming. It's early yet, but I want to do a quick little touch up because things are changing in interesting ways up here. How's everyone doing? Does anyone have any questions?
How did you find this venue?
When's the next album?
Once more?
Favorite spot in New York?
Someone asked me that the other night, and I didn't have a good answer. And I still don't really have a good answer, but I like the Neue Gallery, and I like the National Arts Club. Is there one, didn't I? Yeah. I was never a member or anything, but I got to go in there, and I thought I would like to be a member of this if I could. Yeah. I don't know.
What were you listening to lately?
What's my favorite harp? Oh, harp! In the whole world? In New York. In New York. I mean, Central Park. It's a very good one.
Other than Central Park.
How about your least favorite place?
My least favorite place in New York? Times Square. Which is full of, there's a lot of practice spaces there. So I've had to rehearse in Times Square many times over the years. Weirdly. What is my favorite harp? Well, I play Line and Healy harps. I like Line and Healy harps. My harp at home is a Prince William.
If you had another instrument up there, what would you want?
Just to have around. I just want like a djembe.
Look at your backdrop.
Becca Mann, a wonderful artist, Becca Mann, my friend, she did such a beautiful job. She's never done something large scale like this, and she just said sure when I asked her, like 2 weeks, 10 days before the tour. Got it done. She's amazing.
What's the last album you listened to, if you like?
No, the last. Maybe Vintage Violence, I think I listened just the other day to that. I feel like I haven't listened to a record in like 8 weeks.
Are you gonna act again?
Maybe.
How do you decide what's a harp song and what's a piano song?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know them. I usually will play when I write something. Certain things are just really unfriendly keys for the harp, like, or if they have a lot of accidentals, like sharps and flats that are outside of the key of the song, and they happen really quickly. That's usually friendlier for the piano, but not always. Sometimes you can do it with pedals, and sometimes I actually like to write on one instrument and then transpose it to the other, and then I like it better that way.
How did you find this venue?
I didn't find it. I can't take credit. It was one of the ones pitched to my booking agent, and I thought that it was sprung from my brain, so I said,
Did you ever think of a name for a cat that you would have?
I told you that you could ask me the next time I tour. Zyrtec? Are you surprised to learn that I'm not a cat person? I've met some excellent cats. I've met some excellent cats that I love very much, but I'm not a cat person.
Was the harp secure in Portlandia?
Didn't feel like it.
What are you reading?
I haven't read a book in so long. I'm not reading anything right now. The last book I reread was The Moviegoer by Walker Percy, but that was like over a year ago.
When's the last time you've been inspired?
Every day!
Do you have a dream collaboration?
Dream collaboration. I mean, there's so many people I admire, but when I love something, my impulse isn't like, let me get on that.
listen to it. I don't know. I think I'd have to meet someone and click with them personally and feel like we spoke the same language, because sometimes something can sound amazing to me, but it doesn't mean that I can work well with that person and they can work well with me.
What about Robin Pecknell?
Yes! Forever.
Do you have a favorite song you cover and you like to cover?
I like to cover Albatross by Judy Collins. There's a lot of Albatross. Yeah, Judy Collins Albatross. I was thinking of doing it on this tour, but I was too busy relearning to play the harp, so
How much does the harp weigh?
I have no idea, and I did know once. That was. Do you know how much a harp weighs?
More than a bike?
Who's over there?
This is Mia, my wonderful harp technician. About 110. About one Joanna Newsom.
What's giving you hope?
What's giving me hope?
Yeah.
Most things. No, I mean, I think it's like minute to minute, right? But more people, I tend to think, are great than heinous. But there's so many rotten people, so I don't know.
Have you written anything new you can play us?
I decided, because I didn't really have any record to tour, so I had to do something new. And I wanted to tour, so I thought, since I hadn't toured solo in 12 years, that would be a nice thing to do. And thanks for all the great questions, guys. Here we go. Guys, I got up early this morning. I thought I could pull it off, but I'm not sure I did. I wanted to take my daughter to the Natural History Museum. It was amazing. So good, but now I'm dropping some lyrics, so. I think I need to nudge the formula a little bit.
I work
Hours
there
of
if you
sleep.
ever want to go see the collection.
Say that again?
I work there if you ever want to go see the collection.
I was gonna do an information I could have used yesterday. Thank you. It's a great place. Maybe that's my favorite place in New York. Thank you so much. This is gonna be my last one. Thank you so much. Just as I thought.
What's your favorite symphony?
Um,
Or large scale work?
I don't know. I have to think about that. Thanks so much, guys. Hi, everyone. Sorry if it looks a little funny tonight. We lost our stage lights today. So this is a little improvised. A lot of people have been scrambling for the last few hours to make there be some sort of light on stage. So thanks to everybody who did that, but it's gonna look a little different. Hopefully you can see okay. I also forgot to say sorry the show was late. It was because of the lighting thing, but I didn't say that. Sorry the show started late. And there was some guest list snafu, so I'm very sorry to any guests who got stuck outside and didn't have your names on the list. All right. I want to dedicate this song tonight to someone named Evelyn. I really hope that you don't give up. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? We went to the zoo today. I'll start. We saw the sea lions get fed. That was pretty great. What about you guys? What do you say?
You go to the botanical garden.
No. Is that the one that's just there?
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't gotten to go to that. I want to so bad. Every day when it comes to sound check, I pass it. Hasn't happened yet. Did you go to the botanical garden? I like that this makeshift lighting situation. I can see everybody. It's not just like, a sea of black with cell phone lights, which is also great. This next one is a really old one I haven't played in, well, I've played it in the last few days, but prior to that I haven't played for years. And it's one of my favorites. And it's my oldest song, really, instrumentally. I just didn't have words for it, but I wrote the music for it when I was, I think, 16. And I've always really liked it, and then I kind of forgot how to play it because I didn't play on tour, there wasn't room for it in the set list, and I lost it, and it's a kind of sticky one. The fingers that go like this a lot back and forth, and I couldn't hear it, I hadn't written it down, and I lost it, and I finally kind of got it back. I think I got it back. You tell me. You got the gist. This is gonna be my last song. Thank you so much. You guys have been an amazing viewing audience. It's been really fun. Thank you. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight. This is night 6 of 7 shows, so second to last one in New York. It's been so fun. And we have our stage lights back tonight. We did not have stage lights last night. Well, we had lights. It was fine, actually. But we have our regular stage lights back tonight, which is even better. How's everybody doing? It's really great when my heart stays in tune, which is usually what happens when the temperature is more stable or something like that. But we miss out on the tuning audience interaction part of the night. Feel free to ask me anything at any time if you would like. Preferably between songs. And hopefully I won't even have to tune.
Why you clutch that me like still?
Do you know that word? No, okay.
That night I came upstairs happy. Next time with a bottle of champagne, and later on the train, it was dark out and was half dead.
You're very kind. How weird. That was just like pure blend. That has happened to me before. When I was very, very jet lagged, but I'm not very jet lagged tonight. In fact, I slept in today.
How do you know when you finished writing a song?
I don't know. You just know. Sometimes it takes a day, which is very rare for me, but sometimes it takes like 5 years.
Amazing.
But as you can see, it's never really done. You have to keep a constant state of, fear of forgetting lyrics. I think what it is, there's like, even with lyrics, I have kind of a muscle memory the way I do with my hands, and sometimes if I think about them too much, I actually forget them. Like, what should come next? Rather than the thing I've sung in that spot for the last 12 years. How weird. Hope that doesn't happen again. All right. Let's try another one. Thanks, guys. Okay. me that almost every night, so it's just a constant ritual humiliation as I tell you that I haven't read anything pretty much since my daughter was born. Except for like books about sleep, and books about, you know, parenting. You get it. I do. I've seen the ghost. Yeah, I used to work at a coffee shop in Nevada City, and we had a resident ghost, and we were always getting like little coffee scoopers like booped at our head out of nowhere, and you know, stuff was always getting knocked over constantly. But one night my friend and I were closing down the shop, and we had already locked the front door, and she was doing the register and I was cleaning the bathroom and had finished it and had moved on to cleaning another room. And as I was cleaning, I just saw a woman walk past me out of the bathroom and leave. And I was sort of pissed, so I didn't say hi to her. And went back out and asked my friend why she had let someone in since I had already cleaned the bathroom. And she was like, I didn't let anybody in, the door was still locked. So anyway, it's been proven. I'm glad I could provide this valuable service for you. I like these questions between songs. This is a great way to play. What's next?
If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it
I mean, it's gotta be Soylent, right? None of us are happy in that situation, but I chug it along at least. I guess after I write some songs.
be? Proudest rhyme?
Do I have what?
Proudest rhyme.
What is that?
Rhyme that you're most proud of.
Oh, rhyme. The song that I just mangled has a couple of them in there. I think it's a good idea for me to not start a song with the thought in my head. I hope I don't forget a bunch of lyrics.
How was your day?
It was good, thanks. As I mentioned, I got to sleep in. The previous few days I got up early and did a bunch of stuff, and today I was like, I'd like to not be tired at showtime. I'm going to sleep in a little, so that was nice. We had deli from what I found out later was maybe not the best place. Speak it by name. That was pretty
Soylent?
Yeah, it had the tang of Soylent. I was duped into getting Soylent deli.
When's your Canadian tour?
I think when the songs happen and the album happens, then probably a Canadian tour. This is just like a short little fun thing. I would like to write new songs. I feel like if I just do this in the next couple of years too much, I won't be able to write. So I'm hoping to do this for a while and then be hopefully a competent harp player again, and then I can play. Then I can write some songs. That's the goal. And read a book at some point. Thanks so much, guys.
If you could be any animal, what animal would
I think some kind of bird. Well, my favorite bird is a hummingbird, but I don't think I would want to be a hummingbird. I think I would want to be a bird
it's a little less delicate, and maybe a predator rather than just practically. I'd like to fly, and I'd like to live a little longer than a hummingbird lives.
What's your favorite bird song?
Morning dove. What is it? Anyone?
What's your favorite question you've been asked?
I don't know. They've all been excellent.
Hey, if life keeps repeating, I'm happy to be here.
You guys have been such a wonderful audience. Sorry again about the incidents.
It's okay.
This is gonna be my last song. I really appreciate you coming out tonight, and I hope to see y'all again really soon. Thank you so much.
What's the song you cut from Divers like?
The song I cut from Divers? Well, one of them was Make Hay, which we released eventually. I think that's probably the one you mean, because it's the only one I've ever talked about. Yeah, that's sort of the one that's still in the conversation.
How did you develop your singing style?
Just kind of happened. It's sort of a long tale, and I've just been informed that we're almost to curfew. But the short version is it was just kind of my regular voice, and then it got more technically adept, I guess, after doing it a bunch on stage, so it sort of changed over the years. But yeah, not totally conscious of that. Just happened.
Did you choose the harp or did the harp choose you?
I chose the harp. I'm so glad to be here in New York. This is the last night of 7 shows. They've been so fun and sometimes strange. I'm rustier than I realized. And also just so glad to be back and playing. Really appreciate you all being here to listen. Thank you so much. Never sure where to put the 17-minute long song. And you don't have to worry that it might be a 17-minute song. Play in your bathroom breaks, etc. Thank you. About 4 people over there are about the most into that song I've ever seen. Which I appreciate very much. This next one is an old one. Well, a lot of these are old ones, but this is really old. This is, of the songs that I still play, it's my oldest music, I guess. I wrote the music when I was 16. I didn't write the vocal part until I was a little older. But it's one of my favorites personally, and I lost it years ago. I forgot how to play it. And I missed it for years and tried to get it back for this tour. It's sort of that. Anyway, here it is. Since it's the last night of tour, I wanted to just mention for a moment that I am so lucky and so grateful to have Shelley Steffens doing sound for me here on this tour. She is my favorite
favorite sound engineer, the only one I've ever worked with. After I started working with her years ago, I was like, it must be her. And she had a child just around when I had one, and she's been staying close to home and not doing tours, and so she very generously gave her time and energy to come on this tour with me and be a part of her family. And I don't think I could be here without her, so I'm really, really grateful to you, Shelley. The other big person I want to thank is Mariko Monroe, our incredible tour manager on this tour. This was actually Mariko's first time ever tour managing. I've seen her do about 1,000 other things incredibly well. I just had a feeling she would be an amazing tour manager. And in classic Mariko fashion, when we asked her, she just, sure. I'll learn how to do this entirely new thing that's really complicated and hard, and she did. And has been just the most wonderful person taking care of all of us on this tour. In case you have missed the theme, we are all women traveling together. And lastly, I want to thank the amazing people who work here that we have met in the last week at El Teatro. Just wonderful people. We really loved working with Larry, who's not here tonight, but he took care of us a lot. And we really loved working with William, who's been taking care of us a lot. And thank you so much, Jace. Jace has been my monitor engineer the whole time and has done such a wonderful job and is such a nice person. So, we just really
Jace.
It's something I hadn't thought of at all, because this is the first time I've ever done a residency. It's just when you stay in one place for a week, it's a completely different experience. You know, we're not passing through a different venue every night and learning 8,000 people's names and faces and then moving on. It's really nice to actually get to know people a little bit. That's fun. Yeah. So I'm staying. My Vegas. Eventually I'll learn how to play Swansea correctly on night 400. I remembered something very important I forgot to thank you for it. Mia, thank you so much. Mia has been taking care of my harp all week and tuning it very, very a lot. And taking such good care of it and, by extension, all of us. Will you wait? Did I skip something? Nope. There's a I'm so grateful to be here on so many levels. So grateful to be even kind of being able to play music again. I didn't touch my harp I didn't play any music at all for about a year and a half after my daughter started crawling. I could do it before she started crawling, then when she started crawling, I just kind of did the full deep dive. And then I started about 6 months ago, and it was really bad. I'm still not as where I want to be, but I'm just so grateful to be able to play at all, and grateful to you for giving me a reason. I really appreciate it so much. I hope to see you all really soon.
So nice, thank you.
It's very nice to be back here. Getting nice by the minute. It's kind of Chicago always feels a little bit like a second hometown show in a way, just because Drag City is here. Lion and Haley is here, who makes my heart, so I always feel kind of, and I just always love playing Chicago, and it's been a long time. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming up. I never know exactly where in the set to put a 17-minute long song. We'll just get it out of the way. And then it won't just be looming like, is it gonna happen? How's that gonna impact the rest of the set? Have I used the bathroom of late? Etc. Just telling you now, that's the amount of time of this song. It could be any song, really. Oh man. Well, you guys are great. Something occurred to me. I don't know if Dan can hear me right now. Anyone named Dan? I left my tuner in my room. It's in my suitcase. Rifle through it at will. Again, anyone named Dan. This is what the electronic one, not the tuning key. Anyway. This will be fun. No rush either. I've lost like 18 tuning keys on tour. Let's all work together on helping me to not lose this one. I think that's a realistic goal for tonight. Messing up and practice a lot between tours, and then there's the ones I don't, which I maybe should. Anyway, let's see how we're doing. Right? Everybody should. What'd you say? Thank you. And that, in turn, is sweet of you to say. All right, guys, it's that time. Tune in time. Tune in Q&A. Oh man. Sometime after I write some songs. Have I heard of them? The t-shirt was designed by Dan Osborne from Drag City, and it's based on artwork made by the incredible Becca Mann, who did this backdrop behind me. dislike it. The thing that I maybe like least about it is its deep depth. But it's still pizza, which is inherently good to me. Yes. Hopefully very soon, in fact. I'm not. I have seen Fleabag and I love it so much. Do I know Alice Coltrane? I like her very much. Yeah. Yes. Who now? You know what? I just realized we're playing a dangerous game, you guys. Someone's gonna say someone I don't like, and then it's gonna be like. My favorite planet? I mean, it's gonna be Earth, right? The other ones are good, though. They don't support life that I know of. Is my daughter named Liberty Bell? Yes. Where would I put Nick Cave on Divers? This is fun, by the way. I think I'm just going to answer the questions as they sound. Sorry, go one more time. Where did I put Dan K on that? Oh, make it. I actually, well, it's sort of a complicated answer.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
Wait, just answer it.
Animal. In junior high, my friend Alicia Rodriguez and I stole a pack of GPC, or a carton of GPCs from Bonanza Market. I'm so sorry, Bonanza Market. We didn't select them. I actually don't know my rising sign, sir. I'm not gonna play my K. Something about $10,000? Oh, that's a good question. That is hard to do. To get a harp that is not $10,000. Yeah. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, one of my harps is definitely less than that, but it was very old and it needed a lot of love.
How many harps do you own?
I own two pedal harps, and one of them is my style 15 that I've had since I was like 11 or 12. And then the other one is my Prince William, which is just what it sounds like. Let your imagination go wild. But that one is so like it's gilded within an instrument's life, and I realized after I got it that I'm too scared to bring it on tour ever. So anyway, this is a rental from Lion and Healy. Actually, I think it might be a gift loan. A loan. Thanks, guys. That was a very cursory tuning, by the way. But I don't know. Thank you. Oh, I think Australia, as much as I would love it to be very soon. Boy, you sound a lot like my friend. But you're not, are you? I mean, you... I'm really paranoid, you guys. I just meant you're not my friend who came here to surprise me, for example. Actually, Australia is one of my favorite places in the world, so it's funny you ask that. Japan. And Northern California. But Chicago is my favorite. I was just talking about this before the show. Chicago is my favorite city in the States to go to that isn't one that I live in. Anyway, this has been great, guys. This is a really, really old song that I 100% forgot how to play. The ones that are really, really hard for me to get back are these ones. If I stop practicing them, I lose them, because if I try to relearn them by ear from listening to the record or something, I don't ever notate anything, annoyingly. And so when I try to listen by ear, I can't tell which finger is doing which note, and if I can't find the right finger for the right note, then the muscle memory never kicks in, and it's just agonizing, and I never can do it. So anyway, this one took a really long time to get back. Very happy to have it back. Ish. I keep giving these big, like, wind-up speeches about this one, and then just, like, nose diving on it every time. It's fairly back. We're reacquainting ourselves. But this is one of my favorite older ones, and I wrote the instrumental part to it, I think, when I was 16, and then wrote the words and vocal when I was older. Anyway, yeah. Okay. This is, don't even worry about this. Thank you, this is Rodarte. They made the costumes for the, what'd you say?
You look great in the campaign.
Oh, thank you. They designed 8 dresses for the tour, so 2 basically to go with each album. Yeah. This one's No Guide Men. Someone asked me one of these in Philadelphia, and I said the wrong one. So, but yes, this is Philadelphia. This is Philadelphia. Anyway, I am well rested. Touring with a 2-year-old is different from touring not with a 2-year-old.
Why do you like Nightjar so much?
Why do I like backyards? Nightjar. Why do you think I like Nightjar so much? I mean, sorry, do you think I like Nightjar so much? What an interesting observation.
So where was McKay in the original sequence to Diver?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Do you have a favorite joke?
The midgets.
Favorite joke? Not really at this point. How do I love something so much? I don't know. So Nightjar is well, here's the thing about this new dress that I noticed. Mid-set, it has buttons and they're not fabric covered. It's my fault, I didn't ask for fabric covered buttons, but here we find ourselves without them. Is there anyone who can tell me how close to curfew we are right now? Thank you. Thank you. 10:39, eh? I appreciate your precision. Oh, this is the last song. Thank you so much. You guys have been truly amazing and wonderful, and it's been so fun. Thank you. I don't know if any of you all are coming to another one of these shows, but but I sure hope to see you again real soon otherwise. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you!
I didn't hear it.
I hope we this day.
think that's enough of the pictures in the front row, please. Thank you. Okay. How's everyone doing? This is a much less raucous vibe this evening than last night. It's interesting. Someone told me after the show yesterday that they heard someone say, "How drunk can I get at a Joanna Newsom show?" I think we've all asked ourselves that at some point. I didn't mean like you guys should be more raucous. I'm curious, like, what's tonight, Tuesday? What makes a Tuesday different from a Monday in Chicago at Talia Hall?
You just got here.
We can keep talking about it. Maybe you'll have some more thoughts. What's next?
We love you, Joanna! Get the church as hell!
Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Perfect.
Is there a smallish bird on my face? Or like a... No, it's probably a bird. That's the most logical explanation. Well, it's bothering me. Well, this is supposed to be my last song, but I have so much time left. I think I'll play another one. Okay. What a reasonable request. A song I know how to play. I didn't say I have 17 though. Thank you. You guys have been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Thank you. Say that again? I want to play that, but I'm really worried that I'll mess it up because I've never practiced it in a long time. It's not a complicated song, it's just, when I don't play them for a while, they start to change. That means no. Now they have one more before curfew hits. Cool. Thank you so much. Great Chicago. So fun to play here. Thank you. I visited the Lion and Healy factory today, the harp factory, and they told me that there have been quite a few harpists who flew in to see this show, who sort of made a trip out of it to go try out some harps and also come listen to the show. I think that's great. Isn't that cool? I remember doing that. This is like, it's like the Mecca. Lion and Healy Factory is the Mecca. Anyway. You guys are all harpists, right? That was
I understand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got water up my nose. There might be a sneeze that just happens mid-song. What'd you say? Thank you. My nose? All in all, it's pretty good. Oh, the water! You know, that probably explains the water coming out of my nose. I did track there was some little water coming out of my nose. It must be the water from before that went in my nose. I feel a real sense of closure. I don't know about you guys, but... All right. Good night, everybody. I wanted to get those little moments where my mind went blank for just a second. I said...
We got you.
Yeah. I still don't want to forget my own words, but it does make me feel better knowing that some of you know them for me. Quick little tune. Anybody want to ask me anything?
Play Colleen! No Kingfisher! Do you want fly the kite? Three little babes!
Ideally a little less cacophonously. Can you guys like have a hive mind where you coordinate and only one person speak at a time? Is that a reasonable request?
Do you have a favorite sea shanty?
Favorite sea shanty.
Three little babes.
What's your favorite restaurant in Chicago?
Schwa. Maybe my favorite restaurant in the world actually is Schwa. It's been a while for me, but Schwa was the most I've ever loved a meal anywhere.
Which dress are you wearing tonight?
This is an East dress. For those who don't know, he's asking because the dresses for this tour were made by Rodarte, and they made 2 dresses sort of roughly corresponding with each record because the idea behind the tour was to do kind of sort of not leaning on any one album more than the other, just sort of trying to do all of them, but solo, which I haven't done in a zillion years. So we wanted sort of costuming and the backdrop that reflected that. What did I wear last night? Oh, that was Divers. The sparkly green one was Divers.
Is time as a sentiment about the cult of demeanor?
It is referenced in that song.
Nice!
I don't know. Someone asked me that the other night too. My favorite painting? Probably, oh gosh, that is a hard answer. Maybe something pink by Philip Guston. Just all the pink stuff.
Favorite composer?
I think it's gotta be Debussy. I think Debussy's my favorite, yeah.
Favorite book of poetry?
Favorite book of poetry? Well, like most red-blooded Americans, I love Mary Oliver. Favorite book? It's so hard to pick one. Maybe Sound and the Fury.
sometimes, but not very often these days. I mean, who am I kidding? I haven't written a song in like 23 years, but the last I can recall, the last few albums has been like melody first.
Favorite Brooklyn 999 actor? Where's your next trip?
My next trip? I don't really have any travel planned that is not tour related for a very long time.
I'm so happy that you're a mom.
Am I happy I'm a mom?
I'm happy you're
Oh, thank you.
I'm fucking ecstatic for you.
Favorite child?
That's so dark. Favorite child. My friend has this kid.
Next album should be all of ours. Scary movie.
All my album.
Favorite scary movie? Oh. You watch that stuff? My favorite song to changes all the time.
What about covers?
Covers?
Finish the question.
Yeah, I actually don't really know the answer to that. What my favorite song to perform is. It changes every night, I would say, is the most true answer. Well, I don't know yet. I'll make a thorough survey at the end of the night and be like,
What was your favorite last night?
I was informed that it was Have One On Me. So I was told that it looked like I was having a lot of fun. So.
What's your attachment style?
I can't play that song right now. You just named 3 songs I haven't practiced in so long.
We'll do it with you.
Whatever you want to play. Ribbon bow. What's the cherry?
What is the cherry? Bird.
It's a not real bird. It's the bird that doesn't, conform to your reality standards.
What's your favorite musician to listen to?
Living?
Living.
You just whispered me a hint.
Favorite bird?
No, back in
Favorite urn? I like it sort of the amphora shape. I'm a fan of the Etruscan sort of genre.
Do you wear a dark hair around the house?
Sometimes. They make very soft t-shirts. No.
I'm wearing a heavy metal shirt right now. It says Joanna Newsom and heavy metal strip.
That is very good. Did you make that yourself?
No, I got it online.
Well,
Sorry, it's off-brand merch.
I am a strong proponent of off-brand merch, honestly.
Tell us a story about your daughter.
Maybe I just threw my harp and ran upstairs. Did I leave a verse out of that one? Next time.
That song's fucked up, yo.
If I can get through this next stretch without tripping on my skirt, I'll feel good about what we've done here tonight. Will be written on my tombstone.
You kill it.
Watch out, there's a heart behind you.
We should probably check this, just in case.
seems right. No particular reason. I know, right? For those of you who are looking closely, I actually switched from harp to piano. That was why we moved the harp before. Now you know. Yeah. Me too. Ever see that? You know? I never don't feel terrified by that moment. Anyway, it's behind us now. When I was at the Lion and Healy Harp Factory today, I was trying some harps out because I'm sort of looking for a tour harp because I have a harp I love at home, but it's too golden to take on tour. So I end up renting harps on tour and have had all sorts of mishaps. They're always Lion and Healy harps, but sometimes they have experienced some hardships or not gotten any love or gotten played for years, and they just, I've had all sorts of strange experiences with tour harps. It's kind of a hassle to ship a harp from Los Angeles and then ship it from show to show, so I've put it off for 15 years, but I think I might get to a harp. Anyway, I was playing a bunch of harps. It was so wonderful to get to do that. And that song I just played is like my tester song in a way, because it's helpful actually that it's kind of more spacious and you can hear the voicings on the instrument. And you can really, for some reason with that harp, you can really tell the difference from harp to harp in a way that when I was playing much more complicated stuff I couldn't. But you can really hear like some of the harps are so bright up here and some are really strong voiced right here and some really cut down here, really resonate in the lower end. And anyway, you can really tell with that song. I just learned that today, by the way. I was trying different things and I was like, oh, I think this is my tell. This song for some reason is the one I just kept playing. So now I have a slightly blistered fourth finger. Thank you so much. Somehow I have my dress 100% twisted around my leg. Thanks, guys. Thank you. It's 11 right now. Do people get mad here if you go over?
No.
Okay. Alright. Technically not. I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but here we are. Thank you. Thank you. Is there a morning dove in here? I made my whole set list tonight trying to find as many songs as possible that I didn't play at the last show that my amazing nanny came to. Because she's here again tonight and I love her so much. And she's really the reason that I get to be on tour. Really. What'd you say? I did. You saying I didn't play it? You reminded me of that? I don't know how to play that one right now. This is a good counterpoint, but I don't know. Anyway, thank you for that. But I just want to say that I love Katie, my wonderful nanny, and she's here with me. I was starting to say, they said this is just like I was going through the last show she went to and trying to think of as many songs as I did play. But sort of, I like the set list anyway. It's fun to play. I'm enjoying it.
So thanks, Katie, for having come to a show with a bad set list, I guess is what I'm saying. Before the other one. Cool speech. I'm going to do a lightning fast tune. Would you like to ask me anything, audience?
What's your dress tonight? Which
Have it
album?
on me.
What are you reading these days?
Not a thing.
Did you buy a touring harp yet?
I didn't buy the touring harp yet. He's asking about the touring harp because I went and tried I went and tried a handful of harps yesterday at the Lion and Healy factory. That's what he's asking about because I mentioned that last night and it was really fun thinking about getting a touring harp so that I'm not constantly gambling on unfamiliar harps. This, of course, is a wonderful Lion and Healy harp that I got to use from Lion and Healy because they're here in Chicago, but sometimes I play in places where it's very hard to get a good harp. So anyway.
What's Katie's favorite song?
I don't know what Katie's favorite song is, actually. She doesn't have one.
Ever see a ghost?
Yeah, I have seen ghosts, sir. I saw a ghost when I was working at Cafe Mecca in Nevada City, California, nigh on 16 years ago or something. And I was closing up the cafe and had just Lysoled every inch of the bathroom. And the doors had been locked, before we shut down the cafe, and sort of peripherally, but not far at all, like as close as that piano is, I was scrubbing a table and I just saw someone walk by. And I did not look up and greet them with my normal, friendly demeanor because I was pretty mad that my coworker had let someone in after I had scrubbed the bathroom to use the bathroom, so I had to go clean it again. And I went out to ask her why she had let someone in, and she said she had not.
Whoa!
And the door remained locked, and we looked everywhere in the cafe, and there was nobody.
Are you sure?
What now?
The backdrop.
Oh, backdrop. Becca Mann, amazing artist and my friend, painted the backdrop. She's a alum of the Chicago Art Institute, actually. But she's an awesome artist. Maybe some of you know her stuff. She's incredible. And she's not normally a backdropsman, but she is just a wonderful person. And I asked if she would do this like 10 days before the tour started. And she said, okay. And she did.
Should be the hot one on repeat.
Again? Same old stuff, I've been listening to a lot of John Cale recently. A little bit. It's so slow. I thought maybe I should relearn how to play the harp first, so that's why I did this tour.
Don't break our hearts.
Do you have a favorite Johnny Mitchell album or song?
Can you do a backflip?
No, I cannot do a backflip. I can't do much in that department. I probably do have a favorite Joni Mitchell song, but my brain is freezing up at that question.
Did you have anything last night?
I don't remember. I usually forget them. I usually wake up already late to something and don't have time to remember my dream.
What's your favorite Halloween costume?
Those combined into a super question, which was, where's my favorite poet in the city? Which I'm stumped.
Do you have a favorite dictator?
Favorite tactile sensation? I beg your pardon.
Do you still have your first harp?
I do still have my first harp. My first harp was a Dusty Strings Celtic harp, which I have, and it still sounds great. And my first pedal harp was a Lion and Healy Style 15, which has been abused and still held up. But I took it I used to take it to camp, music camp, a Lark in the Morning folk music camp in the Redwoods, which are very foggy. And I would just like take it around in the back of a truck. It's really rude.
What's your car's name?
My car's name?
Harps.
I don't name my harps.
Does Andy have a favorite song?
I don't know.
What's your favorite plant or flower?
That's a good one. Probably sweet peas are my favorite flower, I think.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I don't have a favorite little rascal. You guys, I like you all equally. What are these guys doing here? Whoa.
There's a harp sneaking up on you.
Yeah, what the heck? This is, like, how rude is that? I did some community theater when I was a child, so I actually did know that the harp was supposed to be there. The whole time. I completely knew.
What's up with the piano?
What'd you say?
What's up with the piano?
Trust me, we think you're safe.
What shows were you in?
Oh, you know, your Pirates of Penzance. Your, well, you know. Just that. Some Shakespeare, some light Shakespeare. Guys, it's crazy. It's kind of late in the show to tune again, but it's slipping and there's a lot of harps still to come. Just do a quick guide.
Do you have a favorite dictator?
No, she doesn't.
You know, the classic dictaphone brand just, I feel, has held up over the years.
Dictaphone.
Yeah. It's what my father used and his father before him. Let's do only questions that don't have to do with my baby.
I love that.
Let's hope.
Who's your favorite philosopher?
I don't know a whole gosh darn lot about philosophy. Really? I don't have a favorite philosopher.
What's your favorite peach flower pear?
For a small, brief, perfect window, plum.
Bold.
Long story, but it's leopard. I'm not proud. It wasn't my choice, but I'll make it goodish.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Are you still friends with Neil?
Where have you been in Chicago?
Like every place.
Favorite old Hollywood actress?
Old Hollywood actress. This is exposing the fact that I am, like, terrible with movies. I haven't seen most great movies. Or even most good movies. I've seen some... Thank you.
Favorite Austin Powers movie?
First one.
I don't know. I haven't seen most movies. A good, bad, medium. The ones I've seen are just really strange. I mean, not strange like oh, I've got like strange taste, but like it's almost just whatever was on that one time when I was near a screen.
Put off tuning so you don't have to take questions.
Tuning so I don't have to take questions? Well, it's working fairly okay. I don't want people to just sit in silence. because then we would all start thinking about our lives.
Gross.
You don't need me to tell you that. In fact, right now, what I'm doing prevents me from doing that because of the pathways in my brain.
Cassiopeia. Sorry. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
The Abraham test? Capricorn.
Yeah.
What about Paul Thomas Anderson? I don't remember. But I mean, I don't mean like it didn't have an impact on me. I just don't remember when it happened. But big fan. I don't know. I like Harry Potter, but I don't know my Hogwarts house.
You're so Ravenclaw.
What do you think? I'm so Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
I believe you.
Thank you.
You seem like you'd know. Alright. I might not change that string. Kinda don't have to, I think.
The last time I saw you, you broke a string.
Did I change it or did I like...
You did. That was the Q&A.
Oh, that was the Q&A, and we've done 2 of those, so I feel like if I change the string, that'll be the whole rest of the show. So I might just play around it, if y'all don't mind.
Woo!
Let's see if I really want to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! This is my last song.
Bullshit!
You guys have been... You guys have been so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is also my last show of this run of shows at the Thalia Hall. I'm saying that right? Soft TH, Thalia Hall. And it's been so great to be here. I really appreciate everyone who has taken such good care of us here. Thank you so much, Jay. And thank you so much. Thank you so much to Sarah, who's been helping us backstage. And thank you so much to my amazing sound person, Shelly, who's been traveling all over with us. And thank you so much to Brad, who's been helping us. Just everybody has been so great here. I'm sure I'll forget some very important people. Tyler, thank you so much. Everybody here. It's been so great working with all the folks at this venue. I really have had a great experience here. And I'll hope to come back again sometime.
Joanna.
Yeah. Hi.
I feel so weird. Are you able to play 81?
Am I able to play what?
81.
Sprout on the beat? What?
I'm
want to play.
No Providence?
I'm sorry to do that.
Well, let's see what time it is.
Woke up. Yes.
You just woke up?
I slept all day.
From the song. Okay, let's see.
It changed my life.
I think I'll do this one instead.
No, it's not.
I forgot to thank Janelle, who's been tuning my harp this whole time. Thank you so much. She's been tuning my harp every day before sound check and before the shows, and doing such an amazing job. Oh, and thank you so much to Lionel Healy for letting me play this beautiful harp.
I'm from California. Thank you so much. I'm real glad to be here tonight. I love Milwaukee. I don't have to tell you, but it's a really great place. I'm glad to be back. Thanks for coming out to me on this Arctic evening. You're in shorts right now, I bet. Shelly, is this monitor on? Yes. How is everyone doing this evening?
I like your dress.
Yes.
Rodarte named it. Did you say which album? Milk I Went.
Nice.
He's asking about all the Rodarte made 8 dresses for the tour, so there's one for each of the albums. Yeah. One of the dresses isn't done yet, so really there's only 7 right now.
Which is your favorite?
This actually might be my favorite.
Yes.
They're all great though. I really like that there's a pink heart one that's pretty incredible. The Have One On Me dress.
How do you know when the song is finished?
I don't know. I don't know. You just know. Or sometimes you don't.
When it reaches 17 minutes?
When it reaches 17 minutes. On my rider, I have lemons, raw honey, almonds. Some I don't even remember. Nothing very exciting or noteworthy. Although I do have a note to request no bananas at any time. Not reading a darn thing.
What are you watching?
What'd you say?
What are you watching?
I just finished Fleabag.
Yes!
Same old stuff. I've been asked that like 4 times this week, and every time I say John Cale because I just keep listening to John Cale. Oops.
Why did you choose this venue?
I saw some real nice pictures. I knew I wanted to come to Milwaukee, and then it had to be the right size because I'm doing these kind of residency, smaller sized, intimate shows to go with the solo tour idea, and this one just seemed very wonderful. Honestly, the thing that inspired the tour was that I had forgotten how to play harp. I was so bad at it. I hadn't touched my instrument for about 1.5 years after my daughter started crawling. Prior to crawling, I could get away with like putting her in the jolly jumper and practice. And after that, it just didn't happen anymore. And so I had to give myself. I figured like I would definitely never write another album if I couldn't play the harp. So I figured that maybe a stepping stone to being able to write again would be to be able to play music again. So. Another thing is like I haven't toured solo in I think 12 years, and so I thought that would maybe justify a tour since I don't have really new music to play, that I could play old music in a different way that I have now. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I said it first. Thank you so much. Alright, this is my second to last song. I'm not gonna do it on an encore tonight. There's like a little backstage. I'll just be making eye contact with everybody. And making you clap to make me come back on stage. It's just weird. I'm just gonna play what would be my last song, and then I'll play what would be my encore song. And just letting you know that's how I'm gonna do it. If you don't agree with my decision to play the last song, you can leave after this song. You know, conscientiously object to an encore. Just know, if you sit, you are consenting to be encored. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. Hi, everybody. We'll use a long one. And there is a booming about you. Thank you so much. Shelley, can I have a little more vocal here, please? I've learned some things here in Milwaukee. One of which is that I really like having a lamp next to my piano. There's like a section of the piano that I can see maybe for the first time ever. That's so far the one that comes to mind, but there are other things. Like that a lot. I agree with that baby. Both times she's made a little sound is when I was like, I'm not sure about that. It's very good taste.
You met Joanna Newsom?
Yeah. I don't like know him, but we are many. The Newsoms are many. We are an Irish Catholic people, in fact. So, there you go.
Which album is this dress inspired by?
Diapers.
I knew it.
She's asking about, for those who don't know, the costumes, let's call them, the dresses for this tour were made by Rodarte, and they made 2 dresses to go with each of the records, so there's 8 dresses total. So here in Milwaukee, in addition to the lamp thing, another thing I learned, due to having this cool old building that wasn't originally designed for playing concerts in, obviously, and having a sort of small side stage area, and I just sort of realized last night that I didn't really want to go through the whole rigmarole of the encore, you know, because there's just me standing over there like looking at you guys. Clap more. So instead of that, I'm gonna play what we'll call it my last song, and then I'll play 2 more. And of course, you may indicate your lack of encoring by just leaving. And I will note your position. But anyway, here's my, one of the songs. This is the last show of this leg of this tour. So I just wanted to thank my amazing sound engineer, Shelley Steffens, for being the best. I feel so lucky to work with Shelley, and I just love her. And thank you so much, Dan, for being an amazing tour manager. And thank you so much to this wonderful venue. Is there an abbreviated name for this space? Thank you so much. Everyone's been so lovely here. It's just really fun time playing here. Thank you so much to all of you guys. This is really and truly my no messing around last song of the night. Is there someone who can get me my electronic tuner from my dressing room? Maybe Becca can do it. I don't have a tuner. I will need it at some point. Hi, everybody. Hello. Well, just a long one. Thank you very much. Can I make a request that the lighting please not change mid-song? Thank you. I'm going to do a really quick tuning. Can you ask me anything? What now?
B3 is flat.
B3 is flat?
B3.
I just want to make sure I heard you right. B3 is flat? What you said?
B3.
Make it work, baby. It's all good.
Favorite flower, Daphne, winter Daphne.
And sweet peas. I like sweet peas. My favorite what? Thing? Oh. It's a good question. Let me think. My favorite thing. What's your favorite thing? Well, if we're talking like objects, I think maybe a harp is my favorite thing.
Who's your favorite singer?
Ooh. So many. Wow.
If that's too hard, what's your favorite fruit?
That's actually maybe harder. I like fruit more than I like most things. Favorite singers: Mickey Newberry, Roy Harper. Maybe those two. Favorite color? Probably like it changes a lot. The colors I want to look at change all the time. What's that? I'm sorry I didn't hear that.
Are you writing new music?
I'm trying. I think that actually, I'm not going to really start writing until I stop doing these legs of tour. Because between these legs of tour, I feel like I take a quick break and then the whole rest of the time off I'm just rehearsing to get ready for the next one. So part of why I booked these dates was to try to learn again how to play the harp. Because I had pretty much forgotten. And now that I think I more or less know how again, I'm going to try to write some music pretty soon, hopefully. I'll try.
No pressure.
Sorry, I didn't hear that one. That one kind of changes sometimes too. I think probably Farewell to Arms probably is my favorite. Say that again?
Do you play any other string instruments?
Not really. No. Just a hard no. I don't play other string instruments. I'd like to.
How heavy is a harp?
What?
How heavy is a harp?
I'm always ashamed when people ask me that because I'm supposed to know. I knew once. Probably people in this audience know how much a harp weighs. Anyone? Thank you. 110 pounds. Oh, this dress is made by Rodarte, and they made. Thank you. They made two dresses to go with each of the record, or each of the albums. So there's 8 dresses altogether. This one is Divers. Shoes? Gooch. These are actually the perfect harp shoe, and I'm gonna maybe just retire when my shoes stop working because it's so hard to get a good heel that's not too high and not too low with no platform on the footbed and a good solid chunky heel that you're not gonna fall on when you are late and running to stage, which doesn't happen to me ever, but it might someday. Fears on the reform. I feel like I don't want to answer that question because then when I am performing it, everyone's gonna be like, is she having a good time right now? Sorry, one second. Okay, say that one more time. I don't know. Maybe. Reincarnation, maybe. Oh, amazing artist named Becca Mann.
it, and they actually, the way they got this gold on this harp is with a butter knife. They lift these little squares of gold leaf with a little butter knife, and then they let static electricity make it stick on, and then they take a little brush and brush it and make it stick.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That is so extra.
My voice is feeling a little shredded, so I hope I can do this one. Doesn't really like shreddy voice. This one. What's going on? Usually that goes a little better. On my end. Everyone else is great. Thank you. It was, right? Let's see what's next. Thank you. You know what I did? I turned around, I checked, and I thought that that harp was close enough, and then I realized when I was playing it that it was not close enough for me to reach my pedal, for example. Anyway, that's a little thing about my day. Is my little friend still here?
She's going on a potty break.
Okay. It's a long show. I get that. Can anyone tell me how much time I have left? Sorry, what? 20 minutes? Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just play the last song of my set, and then I'm just going to play my encore, but I'm not going to leave the stage, and I'm not going to make you clap to come back. But you can register your, disapproval of my encore by leaving after this song. This is technically the last song of the set. So if you were going to clap for an encore, just letting you know, the next two, by staying in your seat, there's implicit support of the concept of an encore. Remaining in your seat implies tacit consent to an encore. Here it is. Thank you. I don't think that ultimately this is saved us any time. The wind-up is too much. Thank you so much. Okay, this is really and truly my last one. No smoke and mirrors. How's everyone doing? Can I have a little vocal in my mom, please? Hi, hello. San Francisco, it's good to see you. It's great to be in this incredibly beautiful room. Thank you. It's a long one here. This is a long one. I'm always so nervous playing San Francisco. Every time. Thank you. You know how it is. It's your hometown show, lots of family, lots of friends. Lots of mistakes. I'm not talking much because I know the big tune is coming. I'm saving up all my chat for the goodwill I'm going to need in about 10 minutes. That harp is out. Okay, here we go. All right, anybody have any questions? My favorite what? Please. Please. Favorite jellyfish? Junk food?
horrified. Favorite bird? Favorite bird to not be is a hummingbird. I don't think I would want to be a hummingbird if I was a bird, but I sure love them. How did I learn about poetry? My dad. Favorite snack? Pea corn. Popcorn. Favorite poet? Mary Oliver, right? Along with the rest of America. I like Kendrick Lamar. Well, I like a lot of her songs, but I have a really soft spot for a song she did with Marie Sue called Blackberry, I think. Does anybody know that one? Yeah. You. Highlight of San Francisco. Well, I haven't been here so long. Highlight of the whole tour so far has been, this is a cheat, but we went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium yesterday. That's not San Francisco at all. So far in San Francisco, I've eaten and had a sound check and slept, so I'll get back to you. I don't know if I have a favorite polyrhythm in a vacuum. Favorite Mac song? That's hard. I don't know. That's the hardest question yet. Good, thank you. You know what's funny? Right before I came on stage, I was like, what album is this dress from? The question she was asking is, the dresses on this tour were made by Rodarte, and they made 2 dresses to correspond roughly with each of the albums. And I'm 90% sure this is Milk Eyed Mender, but I had my doubts right as I was coming on stage if I'm getting it mixed up with another similar dress. Pea corn, my man. Classical composer? Debussy. I haven't read much except like parenting books in the last 2 years. So I don't know. Come again?
Did you say happy birthday to my friend Cassie?
Happy birthday, Cassie!
What's the worst piece of parenting advice you got?
Worst piece of parenting advice? I don't know. It's a good question, but I can't think of a good answer right now. Favorite Nevada City bar? Well, we'll see. Used to be the Nash, which is coming back soon. Find out. Favorite Lonely Island song? I think I Ran So Far. I like Fiona Apple. I don't know Fiona Apple very well. I can't tell you my favorite Fiona Apple song, but she's great.
Favorite fruit?
Favorite Beatles song? Is that what you asked? I don't know the answer, but for some reason I need to know if that's what you asked. This is a lot of favorites tonight, which are some of my hardest questions to answer. I don't rank things very often in my brain, and I get panicky when I'm asked to.
Did you write each one pair on
I don't remember. That's a very good question. I'm gonna guess harp because I didn't have access to a harpsichord very often. It was a little Mills College, like practice room harpsichord. I didn't have one lying around, so I must have written it either on the piano or on the harp, and then had access to that harpsichord when I recorded and thought it sounded cool. And I tuned it myself. Pardon? Next album? Hopefully at some point. I don't know. One of the reasons I set these shows up, set this series of little tours up, is that I was hoping to relearn how to play the harp and sing with my voice. And then once I kind of get back in that swing, I'm hoping I can. Historically, those conditions have needed to be met if I was going to write songs, so. So that's where I'm at right now. Thanks, everyone. Speaking of relearning things, this is one that I hadn't played, I think, in 14 years before this current leg of tour happened, and I totally forgot how to play. And it was very hard for me to relearn how to play because it's one of those ones where there's like, if I could just get the right fingering, then it would all sort of, I would remember it and have the muscle memory, but I couldn't remember certain parts. Anyway, it's back, I think. I'm glad to have it back. And it's one of my personal favorites. I don't seem to be in the majority in that regard, but I like it a lot. Maybe some of you do too. And this one I wrote that, you know, get one of those a night. And this one I wrote the instrumental part for when I was, I think, 15 or 16. So it's an old favorite. I just like to keep it close. Can anyone tell me what time it is? Oh. I felt like I was going over, but I'm okay. Instead of doing an encore this evening, I'm just going to play the songs that I've been doing that lately because of being pressed for time, and it feels better. Anyway. But, so, that, what I just did was the end of the set. By remaining in your seats, you consent to an encore. You don't need to do it. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for this wonderful favor. I'm so happy to be playing here. Thank you. What about the time now? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's really special to play in this incredible hall. Kind of a peak place to play. My mom casually mentioned to me recently that this is this place she grew up going to see classical music. It's pretty great. Something weird happened on that one. I invoked the name of classical music and it was like... This is a milk-eyed Banter dress. He was asking what dress this is because the dresses for this tour were made by Rodarte, and they made 2 dresses to go with each album. So this is the milk-eyed Banter dress, one of them. Favorite bug? I'm actually not even sure if I have my insect classifications right. Like, is a butterfly a bug? Yes. And that was the night everyone found out that I didn't know if a butterfly was a bug. I just mean like in a science, if there's a special like sub. Thank you, sir. You see, I just don't want to, put my foot in my mouth when this guy's here. What'd you say? Someone asked me that the other night. Amazing, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Jury's out.
Favorite poem?
Favorite poet?
Poem.
Poem. I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know. I think my favorite poet is Mary Oliver. I didn't buy, I froze. I was thinking buying a tour harp. That's what he's asking about. And I haven't done it yet. I have a home harp that is my baby that doesn't come anywhere with me, and then I'm thinking of getting like a very nice but not gold encrusted harp for myself to bring around. This is not that, as you can see.
Will there be more synths on the next album?
I don't know. It's not formed yet.
We still gotta try and play all that.
No, I don't notate. Basically, the only time I ever do any crude notation is if I'm needing to communicate with someone who, likes that. Most of the people I collaborate with over the years don't need me to notate things, but sometimes I do if I have to, if pressed upon.
What music have you been listening to lately?
We've been on a real John Cale kick around the house lately. Oh, you know what else is the Nutcracker? Just the Nutcracker. I think Homogenic. Favorite Bjork album, he was asking. I love Bjork.
What's your favorite newspaper?
Favorite newspaper? The Grass Valley Union, of course. The paper that every single person I grew up with has been on the cover of. I was on the cover when I was a small child for my appreciation of crystals and minerals. That was newsworthy. It is in parts of there.
Favorite crystal?
All right, Bryce. Amethyst.
How the mighty have fallen. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know my favorite crystal.
How old were you when you first went to LARP in the morning?
How old was I? I think I was 8 when I first went to Lark in the morning music camp. If anyone thinks that's not true, they can correct me. I've gotten some strongly worded letters from music teachers over the years, informing me that my dates are off in various interviews. Yes. In fact, we've been listening to a ton of Arthur Russell of late. Really? Really?
Tell us about the backdrop.
The backdrop was done by an amazing artist named Becca Mann. My friend, who was pressed upon to do it like 10 days before we left on the first leg of tour. I hadn't done anything, I hadn't addressed any visual, anything. I was just sort of like underwater trying to rehearse, and then it occurred to me that I was just gonna be alone on the big stage with like nothing, and we asked her if she would create a backdrop, and she said yes, which was amazing, and she produced this in like a week and a half.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. I boofed my set list, guys, but everything's fine. Except what's happening back here. Just kidding. Sorry. All right, good night, everybody. I'm not gonna do a full tune here, but there were a few real stinkos. You know it, I know it.
What drew you to the harp?
I don't remember exactly. I was very young. But I just loved it so much. I guess the first time I saw it ever and wanted to play immediately and always.
Well, it's fitting. What's your favorite animal?
I don't know. I'm real bad at favorites.
Is it the harp?
I just always freeze when I'm like trying to rank things I like in my brain. I panic. What'd you say?
Where did you come across Finnegan's Wake?
Library, I recommend.
Are you watching The Dark Crystal?
I did watch The Dark Crystal. I recommend it.
Do you recommend Waldorf School for your kids?
Yay!
Well, I think that Waldorf schools differ quite a bit depending on what the school is and what the interpretation of. What did you say?
I'm kidding.
I just didn't hear. I'm sorry. Sounded good though. I haven't practiced that, and I'm worried about what would become of us all. Yes, definitely. Yes, this Same Old Man based on Karen Dalton's version, which yes, it is. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do an encore tonight. I'm just gonna play a really long set. But that's the pretend end of my set. So, thank you so much. Thank you. That seems incommensurate with the spot on the set list where we're at right now. Not gonna guess. You know what. Can anyone tell me what time it is? Sorry, someone. Thank you. Should I? So many options. Okay.
All of the above. Sawdust and diamonds. Please.
Sorry about that one, but the
Please.
Only skin.
We got two.
Only skin.
that would be a divisive choice for sure.
And a good one.
Thank you so much. This is really and truly my last one.
I'm missing the first part of my set list. Okay. Oh. All right. I'm not sure how that happened. Hello, everyone. I have a set list. It's just not the one I remember writing. How odd. Okay. So I'm just gonna play some songs, I guess. Let's start over here. Hi, everybody. Well, I think that the first few songs just cut off of my set list somehow, so I'm gonna try to remember what I had there. How's everyone doing? Thank you. That's what I was thinking. I think we got some loose solder. Right? Something else? Yeah, should I do a piano guy? Yeah. Did you happen to see what was next on the set list? Oh, we're good. Perfect. Should I do a piano thing or drum? Okay, I'll do a piano thing. Charles, if you can hear me, I would love a little less vocal, please, in my monitor. Wherever the roving iPad is. Well, it's great to be here in Austin. I love Austin so much, and it's been a long time. Playing in this beautiful room with all these poltergeist occurrences happening around my heart. That's not the song. I think my tuning's starting to go a little bit, but I'm just gonna play it jazzy for a bit, because, you know, you can't just be tuning all the time. Life just passes you by. No, let's be real about this. Hold on. Work. So that was the end of the set. And then these next ones are the encore. You know, I'm pushing 40. We don't need to do this. If you remain in your seats, that is a tacit consent for me to continue playing songs. Thank you so much. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I really appreciate you being here. I'm so happy to hear this wonderful city that I've missed so much. Anyone tell me the time? Thank you. 10:15? This really is my last one. Thank you very, very much to you all for being here. Hope you have a good night. Thanks, guys. Hello. Thank you so much. It's really great to be back in Austin. I love this town. Thank you so much. I went a little off the rails there, but...
It's okay.
We all know it can go more off the rails than that. Let's see what's next. Let's do a quick tuning. Anybody have any questions? Why don't you play a big one? Rodarte made all the dresses for this tour, and there's 2 of them that correspond to each of the albums, each of my albums. There's 8 dresses altogether, and there's 2 Milk Eyed Mender dresses, 2 East dresses, 2 Have One on Me, 2 Drivers. I stream on a lot of other services, just Spotify is corrupt to the core. What now? Say that one more time, one at a time. I don't know, probably eat some yummy food. This is the last show on the tour that's booked, but we're really trying to make some LA dates happen. That's a long story I'm not allowed to tell on stage, but we lost our venue in LA, and we're trying to get a new one that suits the particular needs of this tour, which is I want to do a residency when possible. Not really doing it here because there aren't hordes of Newsom fans in Texas that would try that, but I know. Thank you for doing Kiddos. Favorite poet, probably, I'm a red-blooded American, so I like Mary Oliver, and David Berman. Great. He's awesome to work with. Paul Thomas Anderson, if he's asking. I don't have any insight beyond that, but I really love him. He's wonderful. I don't have a favorite word, I don't think. I don't know, I can't pick. The questions I always freeze up at is when anyone asks me to pick a favorite album or book, or poet really, but I made an exception to those. I don't name my harps. Do I choose the wood grain? Well, no, this is a rented harp. And my harp that I have at home, I didn't choose any of the specifics of it because I really wanted to be able to play it before I bought it. And if I, did a custom harp, then I would just have to hope for the best. So slowly. But a big part of the reason why I booked these shows is I was hoping to relearn how to play the harp and the piano. I mean, I don't really know how to play the piano, but learned it as much as I knew it before. And then hopefully be able to write with my newly reclaimed hands. What great timing. The hardest Joanna song to play? I'll tell you after I play it. Well, this is Milk Eyed Mender dress. I don't remember. She asked lyrics or music first, and I truly wish I remembered because I got an album I got right, but I seriously black out. I don't remember writing 99% of my songs. Not that they were I don't mean to be all mystical about it. I just forget afterwards. I don't know why. I wasn't in a trance. It was No, in fact, last night I didn't have to tune at all. I just tune when it starts sounding out enough to me.
I love this tuning.
You do? Do you mean you love this experience of tuning, or you love this particular, like, A at 442? Because if it's the latter, I agree. So at the moment, that one's kind of the hardest one to play. But I think all things being equal, it's not actually the hardest. It's just that I didn't play it for like 16 years or something. I don't know, 11 years, and then I was completely gone, unlike some of the ones that I haven't played for a while, where they were kind of in my muscle memory. It was just gone, and I think I have it back some nights, and then other nights it's gone again. So I'm always the most nervous when I play that one. But you know, some songs are hard, like muscularly, just like the repetitive stuff and sort of more athletic feeling difficulty, where I can't play them if I'm not really rehearsed, because I just don't have the ability. And then other ones are hard for me in weird, fussy ways, like harpists will know they're hard, but they don't look hard to other people. Like Leaving the City is one of those where it looks kind of simple, but I always mess it up. Because it's hard. It's not my fault. The easiest thing in the world is like This is how I actually felt this morning, but what'd you say? A little traffic jams tonight. You know, there's like certain days of the week that you're not supposed to order sushi. I feel, and I say this with so much gratitude to all of you for being here and appreciation. But like maybe the 2 weeks after the holidays, no one should be allowed to play shows. You know, there should be an advisory. But you know, we're getting through this pretty okay. And you ain't fishing for that compliment was a perfect segue, because I'm not going to do an encore tonight. I think I'm just not going to do encores now. But so instead, this is my encore. That was my show, and then now these are my encores. snubbing encore. I was just folding it into the set. But I did appreciate that encore level applause. And thank you so much, truly, all of you. It's so nice of you to come out and see me with no new album to play for you. 2 weeks after New Year's. Thank you so much. Do you know what time it is? Thank you very much. Okay, this is really and truly the last one. Thank you, you've all been wonderful. Very sorry to the 3 of you who just have no view of anything. Thank you, everybody. Hope to come back here soon.